Hey guys, so I wasn't planning on posting anything today. I had a couple of things to do, but I was making dinner and I figured if you guys are not busy and you want to chill with me while I do this, I'm here. I'm just going to be making some scalloped potatoes. I do have some more the shawarma style or Euro style meat that I'm going to be putting in the oven. So for the shawarma meat, I did post a short, but I know people wanted more details. So for the meat, you can use whatever ground beef you want to use, or ground meat, I should say, that you want to use. And you can also use any kind of sausage. So all you have to do is, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it because I do have some more meat that I did grind up just in a food processor. So I'm going to make that beef one. And the one that I have here that I've already rolled up, I'll show you, is made of lamb, and it's like a lamb sausage. So I'd already done this one because I was planning on doing like a whole either live or a video in detail where we can try a bunch of different ones. But yeah, hold on one second here. So that's what I'm doing. So you're welcome to hang with me if you want to. I already peeled the potatoes. I'm just going to use this to slice them, and yeah. Let me get this thin. Sometimes if I want these a little bit thicker. Hey Lilith. Hi Jennifer. Hi guys. So this was obviously not planned, you guys, but I saw that Ashley wasn't going to go live, so I figured if you guys want to chill with me while I finish up dinner, hey. So I'm making scalloped potatoes. I also have some of the Euro meat that I'm going to put in the oven. I know some people want some more some people want more details on the Euro meat recipe. And we will go through that, but I've already rolled some up right here. So for the Euro meat, like one of my favorites that I've used so far has been turkey sausage. It's already flavored. You can add some flavors to it if you want to, but the turkey sausage is a really, really good one to use for this. And I'll show you how to roll it out. I also have some beef that I've just put through a food processor, and I'm just going to show you guys how to roll that out. So it's just really good to have like on the side, or if you want, you know, just a little sandwich. But right now I'm just cutting up some potatoes for my scalloped potatoes. So yeah, that's what we're doing. How are you guys? It is. It has a really good flavor. So hold on a second. Let me make sure, because that was a little too thin, I think. Is that too thin? Yeah. How are you guys? What are you doing? What's good? Hi, Tracy. Hello. Tracy, I was just telling them about the Euro meat. So I was just telling them one of my favorite ones to use is turkey sausage. It's already got like delicious flavors in it, and you can add whatever you want to it. And so today I had a little bit of lamb sausage that was already flavored. I rolled that out in here. But I'm going to show you guys, I also ground up or just put some beef through the food processor. So I'm going to show you guys how to roll that up and how to serve it. So, yeah. So I'll show you guys how to do that. And we're also doing the scalloped potatoes. Everything. Okay. It's going to have to be a thicker sliced potato. Anyway, so if I don't have like one of these slicers and it ends up being a little thick, sometimes I will cook these just a little bit. No problem, Tracy. I was planning on doing like a whole either live or a full video with it, and we will still do that with other meat. And so I can show you guys a few different ideas, because you can make a bunch of different sandwiches with it. So you can do like the chicken shawarma, you can do the Euro, the Greek Euro. With lamb, you can make it with turkey. There's something I like to call the American Euro, and it is basically, it would be the chicken with like barbecue and cheese and, you know, a coleslaw inside. So we have things that we can do for a minute with all of that. So no worries there. And you guys, when I make scalloped potatoes, I do like the flavor of onion, but I don't like onion in it. Oh, look at this one here. Let me show you guys, because so today I needed to make a few sample cookies, and I'm not even done yet. I'm going to make a variety of the biscottis, because those ones are going to be part of boxes that somebody's grabbing from me, and I need them to test all of them out. So this one here, we have a walnut chocolate chip, and then obviously you guys saw the cranberry, ginger, orange biscotti dipped in white chocolate. This one is a chocolate peppermint, and then we have the white chocolate raspberry. So, but I'm going to make mini biscottis, like the almond biscotti, ginger, Valencia orange. There's something else, probably one that's like a double chocolate, and I'm going to do like a little sample box of that to see what this person wants, because they want like 10 boxes. Thank you, Jennifer. They want 10 boxes to gift of like variety ones, but I know somebody doesn't like a certain product, so I have to give them a bunch of different ones. So that's what I've been working on. But you guys, we're also going to be getting back into budget meals, because I know, as some of you guys know, like that wasn't really something that I was doing all the time on my channel. I had just started doing that, but I think I really enjoy doing it. And I like the different kinds of food that we were making. I love chocolate peppermint. So we're gonna get back into doing that too, so. I think actually I need a smaller pan. So I'm excited to do that. Where is... So I'm just taking, this was about 4 medium-sized potatoes. It's not too much. Thank you, Lilith. I really did enjoy doing that, so I'm definitely excited to start doing that again. The only issue is, like, you know, the kids are like really picky, so that can be problematic sometimes. Even though it's like stuff that I ate as a kid too, like, so I don't know, they're just very picky. But so you're gonna want to spray, sorry, like you guys probably can't see. Doesn't it feel dark in here? Like, am I crazy? So you're gonna want to spray a baking dish, and we're just going to set these in here. And if you don't want to use potatoes, you can use squash for this, just a variety squash. You can also use, if you take cauliflower, like an actual big one, and just slice it real thin and put it in here too. And you can have it scalloped. I'm just trying to separate them just to make sure that they're all evenly mixed in. Perfect. All right. This one started to already turn. Those look super thin. All right. And then the filling is super, super easy. Let me just grab the milk. So you're gonna need 2 cups of milk. And then to this, I'm going to add onion powder, garlic powder, and chicken. You need chicken stock too. Actually, French onion. If you have this seasoning, it's great in here. I might have to make these potatoes. I have leftover potatoes that I don't want to mash. Oh, so are they already, like you've already boiled them, you mean, Jennifer? Because if you have if you have potatoes that you've already boiled, you can use them for something else. Because I've never done like boiled potatoes and put them in here. Whenever I give them like a little bit of a cook, it's like a very quick one. No, and this isn't, this is French onion. I love to use this in like some pot pies and everything. Yeah. Half a bag of raw. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, for sure. This would be great for it. This is like one of my husband's favorite things, so. And my brother, my sister, like they all love it. I've never been like a huge potato person, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of that French onion seasoning in there, but you don't have to, obviously. This one, only, like all you need for this is the chicken bouillon. If you don't have the chicken bouillon, you can add 1 cup of chicken broth. And, oh, that was garlic. Okay, onion. More onion. Okay. I will add black pepper. I love black pepper. I use a lot because I like it in these kinds of potatoes or in mashed potatoes. I do like a good amount. And I will add just a dash of salt because I didn't add too much of the chicken bouillon. Okay. And then you don't have to do this part, but if you want it extra creamy, add a little bit of heavy whipping cream or add a cup of half and half. You can also just add a cup of water. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Then we're going to need a 1/4 cup flour. So about 4 tablespoons. And then I'll add the heavy whipping cream. Have you tried buttery garlic seasoning? Let me see, I think I probably have it. We have to do a haul of all the ones that I have. I have the buttery steak and chop. And then there's prime rib, wood fire garlic. Ooh, that would be good in this too. I know I have. I'm pretty sure I have because that sounds familiar. Chimichurri, honey mustard. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of that brand. Okay. Just giving this a quick mix. Like I said, this is super easy. You're gonna cook it, you're gonna bake it at about 475. I like to go 400. You might go 475. Altitude really makes a difference. A lot of the times I do have to cook and bake a lot of my things at a higher temperature than you guys do. So I go, you want to go about 375 to, I go 400 unless we're high altitude, like unless you guys are high altitude like me. All right, and then, okay, I was about to say, you guys, did I already add this and just forget? So, like I said, this is super easy, very easy to do. I'm gonna add the rest of it. It's a quarter. So you just need about a quarter, and then 2 cups milk, 1 cup broth, or 1 cup half and half, or 1 cup heavy whipping cream. Just make sure you mix it nicely so that you don't have any clumps in here. So I'm going to put this in the oven. How high is the altitude? 5280 in Colorado. A mile above sea level. I have a little bit of this left. Now for this, I can add it to like some, you know, I'll do it right now actually. Let me go grab and see if I have cauliflower or broccoli. Because I could have probably made it in a bigger dish and added maybe 2 or 3 more potatoes, but I really didn't want that much. So I'm just grabbing some broccoli. Half and half bag, probably. No, just half. Oh. So I'm just gonna grab the broccoli. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys can't even see anything. So I'm just gonna grab the broccoli and throw it in here. It's frozen. Because this one wasn't part of the plan, exactly. Sorry, you guys, hold on. Bang this over here. Add some cheese to this one. I want to add powdered cheese. 1 second. So I have cheddar cheese that I'm gonna add to this. I don't think I want to add it right now, but just 1 second. Yeah, maybe I will. I'm just going to cut this into squares so that there's nice little chunks of it in there. And then later I will just shred some and put it on top. And this is just some sharp cheddar. So I'm going to put actually I'm going to put them together. I'll show you guys the meat that I just ground up. So I just put some meat in here. I had a part of a steak left over. I just threw it in here, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it here. So this piece of meat does have enough fat in it, so I'm not worried about it drying out. So if you have a meat grinder, that's awesome. If not, then you can just use a food processor for this. And if you have any leftover turkey sausage, that would be really good in this. Like I said, I really like it. So this is the consistency of it. So just like that. Roasted prime steak. So for this one, I'm going to be using the prime steak. It has black garlic and, actually no. Whatever, that one has chocolate in it. The Greek blend. So I'm doing wood fire garlic for seasoning. And then a little bit of the Greek blend. Hi, Mel's. Hello. Hi, Candy. Hi. Okay. A little bit of the Greek blend. And you guys know chimichurri is good on steak. We're going to use just a little bit of this just because it has the parsley and everything in it. So it's got onion, sugar, red pepper, parsley. Yeah. So it's got the goods. We don't need too much of it. Okay, so the next thing, so this was a piece of steak that I put it through the food processor and I put the spices on it, okay? And like I was telling them, for anybody just coming in, you can use, if you want to use turkey sausage, it's really, really good for this, okay? So you just want to give it this a quick knead. I already have some lamb ones. It was like a lamb sausage that I just rolled out. I didn't have to add anything to it. Okay. If your meat is not very fatty, you can add a little bit of butter to it or a little bit of oil. Okay. And then you're just going to, let me just situate this so you can see. So this is how we would make a gyro, or how you would make a shawarma sandwich. I was telling them we can do like an American gyro, which would be coleslaw and chicken and barbecue. But right now we're doing the steak. Okay, so you put this down. Can you guys see that? Okay. All right. And then take another piece of parchment. Yeah, it is. It is. If your ground beef is ground a little bit too thick, just put it through the food processor. Chimichurri. Yeah, it's. Where is it? So I got the seasoning for it. It's CHIMICHURRI. Okay, so you're gonna take another piece of parchment. Yeah, Jennifer, you can use regular. I do like the ground turkey sausage because it is ground a little bit finer. So that one works really, really well, and it has such a good flavor. Okay, perfect. Listening? Oh, okay, perfect, Tracy. Okay, so we've got our meat right there. Like I said, that's a steak that I ground up. And then you're going to flatten this. So you're going to take a rolling pin, okay, and just flatten this out. And like I said, use whatever meat you want. So, oh, you guys, this is another, oh, sorry, I got hot. I'm not touching the food right now with my hands. This is another budget situation. So, hi, we are making some gyro meat, but we're using steak, and we have a scalloped potatoes in there, and this is gyro meat using what is it? Lamb sausage. So this one, I had one piece of steak left, one piece. And, you know, you could slice it up and make sandwiches, or you can roll it out like this and make multiple sandwiches, multiple servings, okay? So, kind of like what we did last time with the shrimp, we cut it up to make it go further, and it was well incorporated. See, okay, I might have to even go even thinner. So obviously I don't want to waste, but this parchment paper is not going to do it. It's not big enough. I didn't measure well with my eyeballs. So roll it all the way out. And this is quick to make too. So if you are, you know, in a rush to make dinner and you want some sandwiches, this is great. So you can make gyro sandwiches with this. You can make shawarma sandwiches, whatever you want. You can make a Philly cheesesteak type of sandwich with this too. Hi, Debbie. Celebrating a birthday anniversary, you just make it. Aw, you're so cute. That's so sweet. Yeah, this is a good tip for it. Because, you know, like you have, if you go to, you know, the good old Costco or whatever, and you buy all that steak, and then you have one left, but, you know, you have other people in the house, so, you know, cut up that steak. You've got another meal. You guys will see, this is one steak. Please remember that when we take this out of the oven. So the oven is already preheating to already heating at 400 because I have my potatoes in there. And we're going to put these in. Okay, it's all flat. Now what you do, you have to turn this. You take your paper, the top and the bottom, and turn it. Just like this. Okay, into a log. Hi, Kimmy. Hello. Hi. So you turn it into a log. Just like that, and then you're going to cut it. If you have kitchen shears, it's perfect for this. If you don't, just use a knife and cut it. Okay, just like this. Now we're going to put these in here. I'm going to cook these. Wow, words. I'm going to cook these separately, I think. Oh, no, they fit. Okay. So we're going to put these in the oven, 400 degrees, for about 15 minutes. We don't have to cook them very long or bake them very long because they're cut thin. So, cut that. So these are going to go in. You guys will get to see these before anything else. Yeah. So these are our spices. I'm going to leave these here just in case. I might need them for something else. But for this, I don't know if you guys want to learn how to make like a flatbread. Hi, Sky. Hello. Hi. I don't know if you guys want to see how to make flatbread at some point, like, because we can absolutely do that. I made flatbread yesterday for some sandwiches, but for this one, you can also, you know, obviously they have the Euro bread at the store, and you can also use tortillas for this. So, you know, if you want to do that, you have the option. And I was telling people who were here earlier, these are just some little sample cookies that I had to make. I also have to make the biscotti sampler. So I'm going to be making 4 or 5 different types of biscotti for cookie boxes that somebody's grabbing. But this one, we did chocolate peppermint. This is the biscotti with the cranberry, orange, ginger, and white chocolate. And then this is a white chocolate raspberry cream cheese. I forgot to say that earlier. So it's like a white chocolate raspberry cheesecake type of cookie. And then this one is a walnut. It has walnuts all throughout the cookie. So you're starting low carb. Oh, okay. Starting a low carb again next week. This sounds real good. So low carb. Absolutely. Yeah, they've got those keto tortillas. They also have, you know, those cheese rounds. Have you tried those, Jennifer? I do too, Sky. I'm a huge fan. White chocolate raspberry cheesecake. Yes, Debbie. That's like my favorite combination ever. You guys, I did find vegan cream cheese because I need to make a vegan cheesecake. You haven't tried them? I mean, they'll get the job done. When I did keto, I remember making bread out of almond flour. I did do a white chocolate raspberry cheesecake that was keto. And that was real good. What was the other thing I made? Oh, I made a creme brulee, and it was keto. The bruleeing part was a little bit difficult, but it was like, I found a different sugar. I think it was the Swerve. It does have a little bit of caramelization, but at that point, it's like, I would rather use like maybe a quarter of a teaspoon just to get like, you know, the taste of like the sugar on top. And it would be like, what, 2 carbs? Less, of course. Maybe not less. Yeah. But it works. The keto bread was really good because it tasted like, almost like biscuits. So. And then also like for the low carb or whatever, the like steak and cheese was really good, but I did like steak and cheese without bread, obviously, and you can just put it like over lettuce. I love to experiment. I love it. I love it. Like, do you know the recipe that I shared with y'all, the biscotti recipe? So I had a voiceover on that one, and then I had to bring it down. There was some kind of an issue with it. I have no idea what was going on. And same with yesterday. But the biscotti recipe that I shared with you guys, that one, I have been working on that one for a while. Just jumped in, sorry. I was doing my overnight oats. Oh, okay. No problem, Kimmy. We have like Euro meat and we have scalloped potatoes. No problem, no problem. So I've been working on that recipe for a really long time. And I don't know if you guys like, I know probably most of you are familiar with that Dialante chocolate company. They make like the pomegranate covered chocolate, chocolate covered pomegranate rounds. They have like mint stuff. They've got all kinds of things. And their biscotti was my favorite thing ever. And it was probably one of the most popular things, sweets wise, that we sold at the coffee shop. And they don't have them anymore. They stopped doing the whole selling of the biscotti. I don't know why. So I've been trying to recreate it, and I finally found the perfect combination. And that's what I shared with you guys. But they've got, so that one, adding the cranberries and orange zest and stuff, that was my own spin. But my favorite is the almond dipped in semi-sweet chocolate. That one's delicious. And the Valencia orange. So, and we're also going to do a pistachio one for the cookie box. So far for the gifted cookie box sampler that I have to make, I'm doing the sampler box of pistachio, almond, Valencia orange, and the cranberry. So, should we do a hazelnut? Oh, like orange ginger with white chocolate, and then maybe a hazelnut one. Why does that sound delicious? With pieces of toasted hazelnut. No, they're all going to be individuals because these are going to be, somebody's grabbing these for me, from me, to gift. Yeah, I think I should, Lilith. They're going to be gifted for holidays, right? So I want them to have a sample box to tell me which ones they want the boxes to be out of, because I'll put a variety in each one. Each box is going to have 4 different ones, but I want to make sure that that's what they want. So I'm going to make a sample box of maybe 6 of them. So they have 6 to choose from and they can choose 4. So each one is going to have about 4 of each one. So it would be 4 times 4. Yeah, so 16 per box. You guys, I was wanting to make creme brulee. Like, do you guys like creme brulee? That's like one of my favorite things. Thank you, Mel's. So, are you guys like, do you guys want to make creme brulee? It's like the easiest, most delicious thing ever. I do too, Kimmy. Mel's. Okay, what about flan? Are you a flan girly? We're going to make the creme brulee, Kimmy. But I'm trying to see if we can give Mel's an idea of the creme brulee. And I have vanilla bean. I think I showed you guys the vanilla bean I got the other day from Costco. I do too, Lilith. Lilith, did I give you that recipe yet for flan? When I tell you, Lily? So that one is like a special order item. I get that requested all the time. In my defense, LOL, I don't eat desserts that often. Oh, Mel's. Okay, Lily, that's definitely something we have to make. So one of my friends, when she was pregnant, she was obsessed. She was absolutely obsessed. I had to make her that flan at least 3 different times, full size. It was her pregnancy craving, which was really cool. Okay, so Mel's, you do like caramel? Oh, thank you, Lily. I mean, we've got like a rule, like in my culture, like you never, if a pregnant woman is craving something, you satisfy that craving, okay? Okay, Mel's, then, oh, how would we describe it? It's creamy, it's delicious, it's cold, it's vanilla, and the top has like a sugar layer that you crack into, and you just devour it. So good. Okay, we're still going. So, but yeah, Lily, we'll definitely make the flan. You guys, if you watched Chris and I bake the bread, I really hope you guys give it a try. When I tell you, it's the easiest recipe and it is incredibly delicious. I swear to you that it is. And you can also make that and use it for pizza dough. So if you make it as pizza dough, you can store it in the freezer. And then whenever you're ready for it, just take it out and let it rest. Debbie, that's true. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, so you can freeze it, you know, and then just take it out, let it rest for 20 minutes, roll it out, and you're good to go. It's a delicious pizza dough recipe too, so. It's really good. Especially with like some berries and stuff on it. Oh, that sounds delicious right now. You guys, I could live on pastries. No lie. Let me check on the meats, okay? So the top part is hard. Yeah, so the top part we grab. Oh, you know what? I think I might still have a short when I made it last year. But you know, it was on my old channel. I'll have to send it to you and you'll see. So you have to put some sugar on it and then you brulee the sugar. So you burn the sugar on top so it caramelizes and it melts perfectly. And then you just pow, you know, and get it. It's real good. It's real good. It's so good. Like I can't. Ooh, it smells so good in here too. Yep. Let's see what we're working with here. Oh, okay, it's getting hot. Okay, so I think the sausage ones are ready, like the beef sausage. So we'll take those out and we'll leave the other one in there. Let me grab. Do we want parchment? Do we want? No, we don't. Why does it feel so dark in here? That is so weird to me. Oh, you know why? Because usually, like, so I've been going live during the day mostly when I did go live, and there was light coming from outside. There was light outside. Okay. Let me move this so that I don't drop it. All right. Let's see if this one. I'm gonna try one and see if it's ready. Make sure and see if it's ready. So this one is the one that was made with the beef or the lamb sausage. Perfect. Okay. So then you just roll it out. You can guys see? Okay. Making sure that you can see. So this one. Okay. I would rather let this one cook just a little bit longer to get dry. So that's how you're going to take it out and you're going to just roll it out into pieces. So I think this one needs a little more. I checked on that one first because the meat was a lot thinner, a lot like mushier. So let me just turn this up a little bit. I'm just going to give it a little bit longer. Do you guys want to wait with me for it? Like it's gonna need like just a little bit longer. Because if not, then I can just toast it. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Kimmy. You know what? While we hang, I might make myself a little drinky drink. Because I've been craving this all day, but I didn't drink it. So, what kind of cookies do you guys like to make for, thank you, Mel's. I get all of them at Ross. All of them. I go and I, like, just hound the wooden cutting board area. It's my favorite area. Yeah, what kind of pastries or sweets do you guys like to make for Christmas? Oh my gosh, Mel's. Yeah, they've got some good kitchen stuff. I enjoy the kitchen stuff a lot. So you guys, if you're making a caramel apple cider, it's better to use the liquid caramel syrup like this. Chocolate. Ooh. Yum. Are you kidding? It smells delicious. That sounds real good. Do you, Kimmy? I didn't know that. Sometimes I do a cake mix cookie. Oh, okay. Cookies for work with the cake. I've seen that. I've never used the cake mix for cookies thing yet. But so it's better to use one of these syrups rather than the other one. I'll show you what I mean by the other one. Rather than using these. Because once this mixes with the hot cider, it will separate and you'll get chunks in there. But if you use the syrup, it won't. We never get real fancy. Bushel cookies. Peanut butter blossoms. Oh, okay. I'm not great at baking cookies though. Oh, okay. Okay. What kind of cookies do you like though, Kimmy? Bushel cookies. Potato candy? Lord have mercy. What's potato candy? I don't think I'm familiar with that. I love the Lord have mercy. Is it hard to make or? You guys, if you really love to bake, I have to show you. I think I've already told you guys. I worked in a grocery store deli for a year. Okay, I make a lot of candy. Oh, okay. I like that. You know, I love like all kinds of work experiences. Like you learn something from everything. Love that. But so I think I told you guys about these. They're like these flavorings. Like instead of using extracts, because sometimes extracts can be a little overpowering, and sometimes they don't give you all of that flavor that you're wanting. So I've been buying the emulsions. I have to show you guys. I got a couple more for my hoard. Hold on. So you can get these at Michael's. You can also get them online at the Loran company. Okay, so this is the caramel. Y'all see that? Okay, yeah, you can see it. So there's caramel. This one is cookie butter. This one's delicious. If you add it to any of your cookies, it just elevates it. Okay, so there's that one. So I've been replacing all of my extracts except for the vanilla bean with this. Hazelnut, strawberry, and lemon. This is definitely my favorite. So I do lemon, and I also use some lemon oil when I make the lemon pound cake. I can smell this, that this is ready to go. Whew. Okay. So you guys, yeah, if you get a chance to try these, I would definitely recommend them. I love them. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let this sit for a second to cool so I don't burn my face. Let me stir this. And then I just use this to drizzle, but I don't put it inside of the caramel, inside of the hot cider, just because I don't want it separating. Oh, right. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute. I'll remove these. Okay. I know now that this is for sure ready. All right. I don't want to mix these because they're different flavors. So there's one. This one is the lamb. I'm just going to let that cool for a minute. That's so hot. You guys, I bought a bunch of these around Thanksgiving, so I've been using them a lot. So that's one of the lamb. This is the second of the lamb. I wonder if they sell, yeah, they do. Hi, Tiny, hello. It's good to have you. And then this is the other part of the lamb. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit. So this is the lamb that we just, this is from the lamb sausage that we did. So I'm gonna put this on the side and then I'll show you guys the steak. All right, well, you guys wanna be able to see it, but okay. It's freaking hot. And get all the juices out, because we're not going to be using the juices. All right, so you're going to, sorry. Do you see, so I'm opening, this is the steak that we just ground up, okay? You see it, right? So this was the one steak that we had, and I'll show you how much meat we're going to have in this, and how we're going to serve it. You take it out. Okay. Can you guys see? All right. Let me move this. Because we're done with it. Okay. So this is, I'll show you, then you just chop it up, or you can just tear it, okay? And you're going to use this. Yum, you guys. You have to try this. You must. Okay? Let me get my knife. So you just cut it. So imagine you only had one piece of steak, right? And you needed to feed multiple people. 4 people, okay? So you turn it into Euro meat or shawarma. Okay? Do you see all this meat? Okay, and then I'll show you how we're going to serve this up. So if you want to do this Euro style, you can also get some feta and some cucumbers. Yeah. So, you know, like the Euro wrap, the Greek one? We just did that. We took a steak and we ground it up and rolled it out and we baked it in the oven. You can also do that with chicken. One of my personal favorites, meat department, seafood. And one of my favorites, Tiny, has been using the turkey sausage roll. The one that just comes, it's like, it comes in, you know, like in a log. That one's been my favorite so far. I know, Lily, I know. Girl. So if you want this to be authentic, kind of like a Euro, then you can get flatbread. We can make flatbread. Or you can use tortilla. And it needs to have the yogurt sauce with dill and cucumber, tomatoes, red onion, and what did I say? Tomato, red onion, and feta. But if you're making it kind of like a shawarma, then you need tahini and tomatoes, and some people even put fries in there. So up to you. But I just think that it's impressive that you can use one piece of steak to make multiple sandwiches. For this one here, I could make 2 large sandwiches, or I can make several smaller ones, because remember, you have to put lettuce in there, you have to put cucumber, you have to put all kinds of stuff. This is one steak, okay? So let me grab the onion real quick and we'll cut it up and we'll serve it up real quick. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this. So red onion works best for this, you guys. I'm going to use that right there. And tomato. The bread that I made yesterday, we already ate most of it. Tahini. And even if you can't, if you don't have everything to make it work, you can do something else with it. You can use horseradish sauce with this. This is the flatbread we made yesterday. Oh, I forgot you guys weren't with me when I made it. And you just, and it folds and it does all kinds of things. This is pretty easy to make too. But I want to show you guys how to, and then I'm just going to use some small cherry tomatoes for this, because that's what I have. And remember, just use what you have. You guys, I know this might sound crazy, but this would also work pretty well with something like kielbasa. Because, and you don't have to add any flavorings to it. Okay. Let me get a tortilla. And if you guys want like a tutorial on how to make tortillas, we can also do that. Tortillas are pretty easy to make, and you make them whatever size you want. So we're going to do this as minis. Sometimes I like, if I'm using like an entire pack, if it's smaller than this, I'll just pop them in the microwave with the bag on for like 10 seconds to warm them up, because they make it easier to fold. Or you can obviously warm them up in the oven or put them in a panini press. But I'm just going to assemble these as so I got some juices on here. I'm going to assemble these almost like as soft tacos. Oop. All right. So for this one, I'm just going to, because I'm out of the yogurt sauce, I don't have any more dill, okay? And I don't just want to put yogurt in there just like that. I can't live without the yogurt though. Hold on. I do like to use fresh dill and cucumber. Okay, those are doing good. But since we don't have that, I'll show you guys what we're gonna do. It just doesn't taste the same without it. Okay, so we're gonna take some yogurt. Not too much. And then we will take the, where is it? Guys, where is it? Oh no. Hold on, bear with me. Bear with me for 2 seconds. Did I just? Oh, I do have it. Okay. All right. Let's see. There it is. So we're gonna use some of this. I do too, Kimmy, and I like it fresh. You know, I ran out of cucumber and fresh dill, so I'm using this. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys. So, and this one does have a pretty nice flavor, especially if you add a little lemon to it too. I am going to put a little bit of tahini in it because I'm not going to put too much in the sandwich itself. Okay. Just going to give this a quick mix. Alright. So I'm going to, and this obviously would be delicious with some feta. Okay. And then we're going to take our meat. And then our thinly sliced onion. And we will do a barbecue one with some coleslaw. We'll do the American Euro. Alright. And then, obviously, you can add more tzatziki on this. You can also add tahini to this, because people do really enjoy tahini. Oh, and this is the tahini that I get. This is great. Okay. Or, obviously, put on some more of the yogurt sauce. Okay, and then some cucumbers. This stuff is good, y'all. I promise you. Okay. So, I'm going to assemble a couple more. Just going to give that a flip so that it doesn't open on me. But, yeah. So let's see, this is how many we're going to get out of this. And you can also make a Euro plate, right? If you don't want to use tortillas or bread and you just want to use a little bit of rice, you can do that. You just do the rice, you do some cucumber, like the tzatziki sauce on the side, and your meat on the side, some pita, some hummus, and you're good to go. You just serve it on some lettuce or some salad on the side too. So one steak, you guys. Oh, we forgot the meat or the sauce. if you don't want to use the yogurt sauce, you can use mayo, obviously. And feta, like I said, we'll take this up a notch, for sure, for sure. More. I need to cut up more tomato. Alright. So we still have enough for 1, 2, 3. So we have enough for 4 more. So it makes about 8, 7, 8. So there we have it. Again, this was 1 steak. This is a super budget meal. If you have a leftover steak, or if you're just craving steak and you want to make some euros for everybody, or if it's, I don't know, the only meat that you have left in the freezer, just go ahead and grind it up, roll it out, stick it in the oven, and make some sandwiches out of it. So, and I can show you guys how thin it is. This steak was in the freezer, Kimmy. I only had 1 left. It was, I don't know, maybe it could have been a ribeye, it could have been a New York strip. I can't remember, but it was small. It was left over from a grilling thing that we did a while back. So we just left it in the freezer because there was 1 piece left in. It was like maybe this big. It was small. So, yeah. So that's a cool way to stretch a piece of meat that you have in the fridge. Or to, because I know a lot of people, like with turkey and stuff, they, like, the only thing they want to do with it is like, yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a cool idea. You can do it with chicken if you want. If you make it with chicken breast, I would caution you not to overcook it. Or just make it with chicken thighs. You know how a lot of people don't buy like the skinless, boneless chicken thighs? I would get it for that. For sure, for sure. I love a cheesesteak. Yeah. And ribeye is delicious. But this one, like, you'd be able to afford like just a small one, or like I said, if you have 1 left over but you have 4 people and it's the only piece of meat that you have left in the fridge and you really want to make something out of it, there's something you can make. Tracy, they actually really like it. They do. They like these kinds of flavors. I've had like better luck with shawarma and kebab and stuff like that with the kids. Even some Indian food, they really like the flavors. So I'm grateful for that for sure. Oh, so if you, you know how sometimes it's cheaper to buy like the skinless thighs, the skinless boneless? I would absolutely use those for something like this. Because, you can't use them for a whole lot. Sometimes I'll use it for like teriyaki, or what else do I use it for? Usually that's what I'll get it for if I get skinless boneless. If I get one with skin and bone, I'll put it usually in the oven. Let's see if the potato's done. Oh, and we did do a scalloped potato. This one is done. We had a little bit of leftover liquid, so we also did broccoli. So, yeah. Let me see. This one is still like bubbling. So, show you guys. So this is the scalloped potatoes that we made earlier. This was 4 potatoes. Okay. Was it 4? 4 or 5. They were small. And then this is our broccoli. And it has some cheddar. And we can shred some more cheddar right on top. Okay. yeah, so these are all bubbling still, just came out of the oven. So yeah, the recipe for the scalloped potatoes and all that is at the beginning of the live if you guys want to see it. Also, the way that I did this is going to be at the beginning of the live. Like I said, we will do some more sandwiches if y'all are interested. We're also going to do the Red Lobster pizza that I told y'all about, but we'll be using shrimp instead. All right. So I think that's everything. I'm gonna go feed my humans. I don't know if I can cut into one of these so y'all can see. For the minis, but you can also make a huge one if you want to. It's real good. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming by. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment with your question, and we'll definitely be working on some more stuff. But awesome budget meal to feed multiple people. So, I love you guys. You take care of yourselves. Okay? Stay warm.